Good morning, my people club. So it is James here. It is Wednesday morning, and it's been a whole week since we launched the upgraded shop with not only some courses and things from myself and Christina, but also from some other fantastic businesses. You will have seen me go live last week with Rick from Learning Cog, where we announced the shop, and Rick told us a bit about his business. But this morning, I've got the pleasure of being joined by Tracy from Wellbeing. So good morning, Tracy.
Morning, James. Thank you for the invite.
No problem. No, it's a pleasure. And thank you for joining with My People Club and kind of getting all your great courses out in front of, well, everyone, our whole community. So I'm going to hand to you. I mean, tell us a bit more about Way to Wellbeing and kind of what you do, why you do it.
So Way to Wellbeing I set up nearly 3 years ago now. Time flies, doesn't it, actually? And I set it up from a passion, really, of trying to break down mental health stigma and, more importantly, almost proactively support people's well-being. Ideally, I'd like to be in a world where I'm not supporting people around their mental health, because we're all understanding and prioritising looking after our well-being, so we're not getting to that point. So I work with businesses supporting employee well-being and mental health awareness, and also with individuals, so working one-to-one with people, supporting them through their well-being journey or managing anxiety, etc. So a whole range of topics within that sphere, really.
That's fantastic. And I imagine this year's been, well, probably a different year for obvious reasons, but I guess from your perspective, have you seen more people taking an interest themselves personally, or either maybe business owners taking more of an interest in what you do?
Yeah, there's definitely been a spike, as I think we've all become more aware of the impact of external events on our mental health and our well-being. And individuals as well as businesses have definitely been talking about it more. I guess talking about it's a great starting point, but often businesses are then, at the moment it's, financially it's quite a stretch for a lot of people. So putting money into prioritising this can sometimes be difficult for businesses. But we are seeing a lot more people just having those discussions, which is really key, I think. I mean, we've seen such a huge rise in anxiety, unfortunately, around the pandemic and around the uncertainty, because I think all of us, we like a level of certainty, and we like to know what's happening, and we like to feel in control. And certainly this year, it's all of that's gone out the window, hasn't it, completely? So yeah, the rise in anxiety and the rise of businesses trying to support their employees working from home as well, and how do they support them around that? Definitely.
Yeah, it's kind of we've been doing some bits on it ourselves as well, just in different ways to try and support people through kind of lunchtime learns. We did one where we touched on uncertainty and kind of VUCA, that whole volatility, uncertainty, etc., and did a piece about kind of for managers as well, because there's a lot of managers even now, and I remember it in my corporate career, years and years and years ago, where they didn't know how to manage people who then were working from home even 1 day a week or 2 days a week, and now they've got to manage a team who are 5 days a week working from home, and and they've got to manage people in a different way, and they're thrown into it. But I think for some, it's been quite a steep learning curve for them.
Yeah, definitely. And it's happened without planning, hasn't it, as well? It's not as though this has been a change that people have been preparing for. Just overnight, everyone's working from home, and you've got to somehow manage your team working from home. And I think you have some managers who are great people, and that, they can manage that. And then you have some managers who are great process people, but not maybe great people. Yeah. And unfortunately, we expect managers to be able to do both. And I think our personalities are often one side or the other. And I think often managers want to do the right thing, but just don't know how to do it, or, maybe just those soft skills of just genuinely asking how people are and actually listening to the answer, rather than, all right, I've asked and I'm moving on to work mode.
I've asked that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, there are lots of small things that you can do to sort of build those relationships, because, when you're looking at people's well-being, especially remotely, it's all about relationship building, and it's all about 100%. Listening and engaging with people, isn't it?
Yeah. So Tracy, tell us a bit around the courses that you run and that we've we've got on our shop?
Yeah, so I run a whole range of courses, some directly for workplaces and some for individuals. So the couple I've got running regularly that individuals can sign up for are my 6-week anxiety course, which I think at the moment is such a huge topic for many people. And it really is around, building that awareness, understanding why we feel anxious, sort of some acceptance to that's how I am at the moment, before we move forward to what changes and what things can I do to help me manage that better. Because I think we often go to the, how can I change things? How can I, do this differently? And we need to take a slower pace to work that through for people. We need to have that sort of awareness and acceptance first. So that's sort of a 6-week course, and I'm running one at the moment. So the next one of that starts at the end of January. So I was thinking maybe the after Christmas and the New Year, and how are we feeling and how we're moving forward for that. So that's an evening course. And then the other open course I run mental health first aid training directly for businesses, but I also run open courses. So small businesses, maybe they haven't got enough people for a whole course, but maybe they would like 1 or 2 people to come on the course. Also for individuals, it doesn't have to be all about workplaces. It can be around how you can support your family, your friends, your community. So I run open mental health first aid courses, which are now done online, like everything is. And that's a whole mixture of, you do some pre-course learning each week, and then we do 4 live sessions with me for 2 hours a week as well. And it's actually a really good mix, because it enables you to practice some of the skills in between each session. And so you can sort of build up your capacity to learn how to have a mental health conversation and how to support people with a variety of conditions in different situations.
Brilliant.
So those are sort of the open courses. And then for businesses, I do a whole range of, well-being whilst working remotely, for example, how to deal with stress and, uncertainty, and a lot of mental health awareness. So I do a whole range of courses direct to businesses.
Fantastic. Yeah, when we were putting your page together, it's just, you could just tap into, just from the descriptions and then looking on your website, just kind of tap into how powerful those courses can be and how important they are right now. As we said at the beginning, whether you're an individual and it's about you personally, whether it's about you in business, or whether it's about you as a manager in business, or you've got your own company. And I think it's good for our community, because we've got that mix. We're all human beings, so I think there's all that personal aspect, but a number of people are in quite standalone roles in their organization, particularly kind of HR professionals in a company, or HR freelancers who are freelancing into a company, but they are the HR department. That's, Chris has got kind of the successes and the scars from her career. And people, who do run a business that might have 2 or 3 people working for them, or even more. I think it's it just felt like really, really good courses. So we're really pleased that you're with us. We look forward to lots of people going onto the shop, looking at your page, going through, looking at your website, finding out more about your courses, and then enrolling and enjoying them. So do you just want to finish, Tracy, just let people know how to contact you if they want to find out some more?
Yeah, so on the MyPeopleClub, obviously I've got a page on there, Way to Wellbeing, so you can find all my contact details on there. Just pick up the phone and have a chat. I'm always happy to sort of adapt and change things that work for people. It'd be lovely to meet up with a few of you, hopefully. Thank you.
Brilliant. Fantastic. Thank you, Tracy. Have a great day. Everyone watching live now on replay, have a fantastic day. Go and look at the shop, look at all the businesses on there, look in particular at Way to Wellbeing with Tracy, and find out some more. So until next time, take care.